Self-practice 5.2, question 1. Find the way to the finish box by choosing the correct answer. So we start here, we need to find our way to the finish box. Right, let's look at the first box. So here we need to find the ninth term in this sequence. So in this sequence 951, we need to find, first we can find the D. The D will be the difference. So 9, it reduces to 5, then it reduces to 1. So looks like it's minus 4, minus 4. So we can say that D is negative 4. And then A is the first term, so A is 9. Now we can find the ninth term by using the Tn formula. So Tn is A plus n minus 1D. We need to find T9. Okay. So T9 will be A plus n is 9, D is negative 4. So we put this in our calculator, 9 plus 8 times negative 4, negative 23. So this is the ninth term here. Okay, let's try the next one. Here they said given that Tn is this, find T4. So here very easy, you just have to sub 4 into the n. So Tn is 8 minus 5n. T4 will be 8 minus 5 times 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. 8 minus 20 will be negative 12. Here. Next one. Given that Tn is this, find the common difference. Okay. So to find the common difference, the formula will be either T2 minus T1 or T3 minus T4. Any consecutive terms, you have to minus. So what we can do here is, since they gave us the Tn, we can find the T2 and then we can find T1 and then we can put in the formula to find the common difference. Okay, let's try to find T2. So Tn is 3n. T2 will be 8 minus 3 times 2. T1 will be 8 minus 3 times 1. So 8 minus 6 will be 2. 8 minus 3 will be 5. So the common difference will be T2 minus T1, which is negative 3. Here. Okay. Then the next one. They gave us T2 is 3 and T17 is 54. Find the first term. Okay. So here, our general formula of Tn is this. So T2 will be A plus 2 minus 1 D. Okay, because n is 2, we sub the 2 inside here. Okay, and then since T2 is 3, right, we can say this is 3. So we can simplify this. 2 minus 1 is just 1. So we can say A plus D equals to 3. Right. And then we can do the same thing for T17. So 17 we sub inside here. We can say T17 is A plus 17 minus 1 D. And we know T17 is 54. So we can say 54 is this. 17 minus 1 is 16, so A plus 16D. So this will be our first equation, and this will be our second equation. We need to solve them simultaneously. Okay, so we have A plus D is 3, A plus 16D is 54. looks like we can just minus off. So this equation minus this equation. A minus A, A minus A, we get 0, cancels off. 16D minus D, we get 15D. And then 54 minus 3 is 51. So here we can say D will be 51 divided by 15. We get 3.4. But this is not the answer, because they want us to find A, not D. So since we know D is this, we can sub it into any of these equations. So you can put it inside here. So you can say 3 equals to A plus 3.4. So A will be, so when you bring there, 3 minus 3.4. which is negative 0.4. This will be our answer. So we get here. This is quite long. So you have to do one by one. This one is simultaneous because we have two unknowns. Right. Then the next one. So they gave us negative 17, negative 14, negative 11 as part of the sequence. Got some numbers here and then it gets to 55. Find the number of terms. Right. So here our sequence is negative 17, negative 14, negative 11, and then it gets to 55. We want to find which term is 55. Okay. So our A is negative 17. Okay, A is the first term now. And then we need to find the D. So clearly it's the sequence is increasing. Negative 17 plus 3 becomes negative 14. Then plus 3 becomes negative 11. So the difference is positive 3. Right. So Tn is 55. The nth term is 55. So we can say A plus n minus 1d is 55. Then we know A is negative 17, D is 3, then we can find n lah. So what we can do is, we can bring the negative 17 over here first. So it becomes 55 plus 17. And then, since these are no more already, this 3 we can bring there becomes divide. So 72 divided by 3, we get 24. So you can say n minus 1 is 24. So n will be 25. 1 we bring there become plus lah. Done. Okay. Then, given that A is 10, D is negative 4, find T7. Straightforward question. So Tn is A plus n minus 1d. So T7 will be A plus 7 minus 1d. 10 plus 7 minus 1 is 6 times negative 4. We get negative 14. Done. And we are at the finish line. So we have to go from here like this, and like this. That's it.